Hey guys, we're going to do another two-column proof today where we're going to try to prove these two triangles to be congruent to each other. And in fact, if you're one of my students, this is right off your assignment. If you're not one of my students though, I'm the math professor, Kyle Martin. This is the channel to do your math homework fast and accurately. If that sounds good to you, maybe subscribe down below so you can get more content like this in the future. And also it really helps me out if you subscribe, so I really do appreciate it. It's also free. Please hit the button, all right? Anyway, let's get into this one. Let's do it nice and fast. It says WD bisects angle W. WD also bisects angle D. We need to prove that triangle WGD is congruent to triangle WKD. All right, so let's go ahead and fill those into our proof. Our two givens go here, and the reason is given, and then our proof statement can go down on our last line. I'll do that for you real quick. All right, once we have our reasons filled out in our proof, then we have to see what did we just write, okay? We have to probably fill out our picture and maybe mark it up and see what it's telling us. So for example, this first one says WD bisects angle W. Well, WD, if it bisects angle W, that means that angle 1 and angle 2 are going to be congruent. That's the definition of an angle bisector, all right? So we have to say that now in our next line. We're going to say angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. And the reason for that is the definition of an angle bisector, which we had in our first line. All right, and then you probably guessed it, the next one's gonna be very similar. Our next given said WD bisects angle D. Well, that same line, WD, now it's gonna bisect angle D, which means 3 and 4 are also gonna be congruent. Write that down. All right, and the reason for that was definition of an angle bisector. Now, I also wrote out our 5 possibilities of why these two triangles can be congruent, all right? Remember those 5, side, 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 angle, side, those things, okay? So if I look at what I have marked up in the picture now, I have 2 angles, which automatically eliminates some of these, right? There can't be side, 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 that's all sides, no angles. Side, angle, side, again, has 2 sides, we need 2 angles. This one would work, this one will work, and then HL won't work. That's not a right triangle. So I think we're just left with 2 possibilities. And what I'm seeing here, since we need one of those to be a side, I think the side that they share is going to be the same in both, right? That's actually the reflexive property. So I can put some tick marks on there to show that WD is congruent to itself. Now I just have to write that into my proof. I'm going to say WD is congruent to WD, all right? The reason something is congruent to itself, like I said, is the reflexive property. Okay, and then the last thing we have to fill out is, since these two triangles are congruent, our reason is going to be side angle, or sorry, angle side angle, which is this one, all right? So ASA congruence to show these two triangles are congruent. Hey guys, if this video helped you out, maybe check out this video where we do another proof. Check it out.